So today I'm going to be giving you guys some tips for knife ability tests, which I think are somewhat helpful. So these are kind of my pro tips, quote-unquote pro tips. Of course, by any means, I'm not a pro at knife ability tests. I'm kind of bad at the game, so take this video with a grain of salt, but I just wanted to give you guys some tips. I hope that at least some people might find something helpful within this video. So as always, of course, timestamps are in the description down below, and if you end up enjoying the video, consider subscribing and maybe giving the video a like if you enjoyed it, of course. And if you want to support me even further, feel free to check out my UGC group, link is in the description down below. I make UGC items, and with all of that out of the way, sorry for the self-promo, let's start the video. Alright, so there we go, we joined knife ability test. Before we actually start playing the game, I kind of want to go over my settings in the game, so these may be somewhat helpful, I'm not entirely sure about that, so let's just reset really quickly with the /die command. If you didn't know that, that's actually a thing in knife ability test, can be kind of cool. Just type in /die and, well, you get basically just reset it. And you take 999 damage, as you can see. So this is one of the settings that I've personally enabled. Right here, display kill/damage tickers. And as you can see right here, if we type this in, this is the damage ticker right there, which is at 999. So yeah, if you want to have that on, you can turn it on right here. The kill feed, of course, basically enables the kill feed in the top right corner. You will be able to see that one later on. First person view, it's really up to you. It's personal preference. Kill/streak SFX right here. You don't really need that one. That one can be a bit distracting. So also personal preference. Streamer mode, I used to have on because of radios. That's no longer, I believe, a problem. So you don't really need that one. And incognito, I'm not entirely sure about that either. Hide spectator counters, I guess. So if that's bothering you, the spectator counter, you can turn it off apparently, and disable effects. You can turn off effects as an example. So those are my settings. Now let's go over some of the items that I would personally end up buying if I started playing knife ability test. And here's the kill feed, by the way. So first things first, of course, one of the weapons I would buy personally is the Tactical for 2000 gems. Very easy choice. The other weapons that are offered right here for 1000 and 1400 gems are not really worth it in my personal opinion. At least for a beginner, I would go for the Tactical. It seems like a lot, but it's a really fantastic weapon. It can shoot for walls, can shoot for multiple people, and it's just really useful, to be honest. It can also scope, so if you're actually playing in first person, I would recommend you can scope it. Next up, of course, an ability which is going to be no scope for 1000 gems. Basically one of my favorite abilities, really fun to use. Most quote-unquote pro players use it, and it's just really great. You can actually knife spam with this one as well, so yeah, it's really fun. I like it. And last but not least, of course, let's go over two gears that I would recommend buying, which is the money bag and, of course, the heart balloon. You might think, this is kind of crazy recommending gear because they're basically useless, but these two are actually kind of useful, so yeah, these are pretty nice. And that's basically it. So those are kind of the most important things. If you want to buy other stuff, of course, it's really up to you, but those are definitely the 4 items I would personally buy if I started knife ability test. So, like I've already mentioned, I personally wouldn't recommend you to play in first person because you have much more options in third person. As an example, if you try to peek around the